Welcome to the Road Soda Podcast. The Road Soda Podcast is your entertainment podcast on the go. Your host Isaiah Cooper and Kristie, and an occasional third wheel, present a variety of fun segments from offbeat news to Netflix reviews, with interludes from our sponsors and parent company, Popco Brands. Fasten your seatbelts and please listen responsibly to Road Soda. Hello and thank you for cracking another Road Soda, the only ethically sourced podcast. On this episode, we hire a Japanese man to do nothing, TSA takes a peek at the goods, and Bridgerton, more like Bridger sucked. Okay. I'm your host, Isaiah Cooper. With me is the maid with the milkers, my top-heavy co-pilot, for now, Kristie.
Excuse me?
What?
Excuse me?
What, babe?
What do you mean for now?
Well, you know, for this episode.
Oh, you wanted to tell everybody how you were going to fire me.
Mm-hmm.
Because, why?
Period.
Because I was on my period or you were on your period?
I'm sorry, but I don't think Kristie knows that guys don't have periods. And
I think every woman listening, and I'm sure Nelly will agree with me.
Isn't it weird that a guy's, I'm holding up quotes, periods always land right around when a girl's quotes period is?
No, it doesn't always actually
Maybe
work
the only
out that
person
way.
on the periods is you. And
No.
you just are taking everything that's really bad.
Oh, wow. Yep, you're right.
So we didn't record last week. There was no episode last week.
Wow.
You know, I'm sorry. I'm sure everybody else is aware. Just letting you know.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, look, all I'm saying is that
What are you saying?
I think it's probably smart for us to at least put out some feelers. Just
Why?
see if there's maybe somebody else out there who could host.
What, to take your place?
Do you really think that my place is gonna be taken? I mean, come on, babe. I am Road Soda. I am Road Soda. All I'm saying, babe, is that I don't know, what if you just wanted like a day off once a month, or maybe a couple months off in a row or something. Like just take a break.
You know, I made one little joke the other day and you're really running with it right now?
Yeah. Anyway, so I posted on Craigslist. Do you love podcasts? Have you always wanted to be on one? Are you a good listener with something to say? Then Road Soda wants you. We are a local podcast looking to replace a current co-host on the show.
Oh my God, you piece of shit.
We would prefer to replace her with another girl, but we're open to whoever fits best.
Oh my God.
Our show is fun, lighthearted, and aims to entertain. Above all else, and we hope you're a good fit. I think I said that twice. Anyway, to be considered, please call 706-200-1213 and leave a voicemail with your name and age and tell us a little about yourself and why you think you would be the new Road Soda co-host. The voicemails will be a good way for us to hear your speaking voice and get a feel for who you are. Be sure to leave your contact info and we will get back to you further the interview.
You
What? Babe.
ass.
What? I'm just saying, you know, I think we should at least try to see
No, stop.
who else is out there. So anyway, let's try to see some
Are you
other
not?
candidates. Let's just try to hear some of these people. Maybe they sound really cool. Here we go.
Hey, this is Wayne Callwood. I'm a USF student. I'm 24 years old. Right now, you know, I do a lot of modeling and acting. I'm very good with my voice. I have a lot of information. You know, I come from the U.S. Virgin Islands, so I have a lot of takes on a lot of different opinions and a lot of different viewpoints. I can see a lot of different angles. I'm definitely not shy. You know, I'm a great communicator. I don't have any stage fright. I was recently accepted to the John Casablancas acting and modeling agency. So, I'm on my way up in the entertainment industry. I think I'll be a great fit. Guys, call me back at 340-473.
We don't need to hear all that. Oh, he's giving it again. That's how you know he's good. When they give it twice. I'm going to have to go in there and make sure we can't hear his first. But his name is Wayne, and he's from the Virgin Islands. I think that's all we need. I think I like him. He's got a lot to say. He's coming up in the acting and world and stuff. Because he got accepted to John Casablanca modeling agency. What do you think? What do you think about Wayne? He had a deep voice. It was a good voice.
It sounds like I'd like him, honestly.
Why?
You tell me.
Because he's from the Virgin Islands?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Giving a wink to the camera.
I think we all saw that.
And we all felt it, even the listeners. All right, okay. All right, so we have some more. Ready? So let's listen to some other people. Maybe, maybe one of these will be a girl, like I asked for.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, my name is Andrea Caruso. I'm 32 years old. I live in New York right now, but I'm on my way to be moving into St. Petersburg, which is by Tampa. I found this ad on Craigslist, and I've always wanted to do a podcast. When I was in high school, I tried to do a public access show, and yeah, it didn't work out. But yeah, I'm willing to audition for this podcast, Road Soda. I don't know what it is. I never heard it before, but I think I'm pretty entertaining.
Oh, these people have no idea.
I did go to school for counseling, and I'm a good listener. Yeah. And people like to talk to me. So give me a call back. My number is 929.
Blah, 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 blah. We don't need to know that. I'm trying to cover that up so nobody hears it. Yeah. She sounded cool. I think her name was Andrea. I thought she said Andrew. And I was like, I'm confused. And then she's 32. Oh my gosh, this is perfect. Babe.
Why is
this is a perfect replacement. Because you are also almost 32. She's coming down here. She tried to do some public access thing. It didn't work out. She's pretty entertaining. She said she's a good listener.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're looking for a good listener. So we're good. Huh? I think it's what we're listening to. Also, I think it's great. These people that are calling, there's no way they Google. Wouldn't you be like, what's that? What is it? Wouldn't that be the first thing like you do?
Mm-hmm.
Babe, just saying. Well, you don't want to we're not. Look, how about what if we just get them as a third person? And then when you get hormonal, actually maybe we can't have two women because then you'll both be hormonal at the same time eventually, and then that wouldn't work out. So thank you for discussing this with me. Okay, ready? Are you ready for the next one? I haven't listened to any of these. See how they're blue? That proves it.
Babe.
What? There's 3 more. Ready? Here we go.
Oh my God. This was my idea.
Yeah, your idea to replace you?
Yeah.
Okay. Ready?
I can't believe you're doing this right now.
Here we go. Here's the next one.
Hi, this is Devin Fabian. I was interested in your podcast. I came across your ad on Craigslist. A little bit about me. I'm 23. I'm a college graduate. I was in grad school for a little bit, but I'm not anymore.
Too smart.
I decided it just wasn't for me. So I've been working odd jobs locally. I'm in the Clearwater area, Clearwater, Florida. I've lived here my whole life. I'm athletic. I love sports. I can talk incredibly in-depthly about pretty much any sport, especially basketball, football.
Oh, he knows you love sports.
That's what we have Greg Mcinnes for.
Sports, fusion to economics, finance, stock market, investing, all that type of stuff. And I know you'd have to take it from me because it's me telling you, but I mean, I can honestly talk about anything to anybody. Nothing's really off limits. I love to have conversations. Doesn't really matter the topic. So I'm pretty open to, whatever you guys are podcasting about. I don't know quite what it's about. But I'd be open to anything.
Just Google Road Soda, bro.
Right?
727-21.
So that's
Dude,
like...
I feel like Nadav right now.
No, you don't. Nadav's not actually on that show. What was that guy's name?
I don't fucking know.
Hi, this is Devin.
Devin. Okay. So Devin sounds like a real... What do you think? Devin sounds like a really, like...
Sounds like he's got really big tits.
What is that supposed to mean? He sounds like a man. He sounded like a man. Sounds like you're really, like, running them... Like, I could turn on any podcast and hear Devin on that podcast, you know? So he sounds like he does fit in that way. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting stuff. Cool stuff. Fantastic stuff. Here we are at Road Soda. We're just trying to
Find my replacement.
Trying to find Kristie's replacement. We're really just
because
trying
you
to...
want to fire me.
Yeah. And I'm going to hire someone else. I also told them that I'd pay them.
Are you also going to pay them in sexual favors?
They're going to pay me into the sexual favors. Okay. Two more, and then we'll have to touch back on this. We'll have to have a conversation. I mean, what do you guys think so far?
Oh my God.
And you can write in
nobody...
roadsodamail@gmail.com.
Oh
let us know
my
what you
God.
think. I'm waiting for the person. I really hope somebody like types in Road Soda and then like listens to it for a second and then calls it. I mean, if I really, really wanted the position somewhere, that's what I would do, so I can like know how to tailor my message. So I can be like, what do they do? Oh, I'm super into this. I do this. I wacky news, whatever. Do you have anything to say? Funny. That's why we have to replace you, Kristie, because you don't say nothing.
Well, usually when I try to, you just talk on. Okay.
Usually when you try to, I just replace you. Ready? All right. Here's the next one.
I can't believe you're doing this.
Yes, you can. You can believe it because I'm doing it and it's for real. And let's listen to the next one.
Stop.
Here we go. Ready?
Hello.
Ooh. Yes. Hired.
I hate you. Go ahead. Just fucking play your stupid thing. Go ahead.
Sorry. I got excited.
Tampa Bay area. I've always thought it would be such a fun, cool experience.
That's so much fun.
Either voiceover acting work or radio work. So since my move, I've just been on the hunt for a career change, and your listing really, really spoke to me.
Make a hell of a salary over here.
If you would like to discuss further, I can be reached by phone or text at 76.
Totally gonna text. I'm gonna text her just so I can find out some more stuff.
Be like, oh, first thing before you come in here, though, I just need to make sure you're not smuggling anything in your bra.
You got anything in your bra? How about, first things first, the show is all nude. All the stuff that's put on, like we record it, it's just the way it's art. It's how we do it. Everything you're seeing, if we're wearing clothes, if you're watching it on YouTube, it's all CGI clothes. So we're all naked right now. So everyone has to be naked. If you're listening, if you've read the Craigslist ad and you're checking out the latest episode to be like, is this something I want to do? I'm just saying. I'm just giving you more. All right, one more. Last one. Here we go. Oh, this person called twice. Here's the first one. I think this is the first one. Yep.
Hey there. My name is Morgan, and I am calling to leave a voicemail about the podcast host audition ad that you posted about on Craigslist. And so I'm 29, and I have a little bit of podcast experience, just insofar as, you know, experimenting a little bit. I'm a musician also, so I have a lot of, you know, mics and recording equipment and stuff that I like to diddle with.
Oh, she likes to diddle.
I listen to a lot of podcasts, and you know,
maybe she could be your girlfriend.
Toy with the idea
start with
of
co-host.
Starting one. I've kind of started one in the past, but not really. Like, I just didn't have a really good idea for it.
Unlike
so
Road Soda, it's a great idea.
Withered away, but I love podcasts. I love listening to them. I constantly am like brewing up ideas. Like, this would be a cool podcast. And so, anyway, that's why you were got my attention. It's cool that you kind of already have something on a train track already.
Sure do. I wonder if you looked it up.
You know, you've got a premise going somewhat already. And I checked out a couple of the episodes, and it's definitely funny, and kind of like got that lighthearted, easygoing vibe, and I personally, as far as my credentials go, or what I would contribute, I'm an avid listener of podcasts, and I read a lot, and I like to goof. I like a good goof here and there, and so
Babe,
I feel
I'm checking a lot of boxes here.
the vibe is right.
Oop, that cuts off her thing, so she had to call back. I mean, we're checking a lot of boxes here. She even checked out the... Oh, man. I'm very happy that I did this. Okay, next one. Here we go. Let's wrap her up. Let's see what happens. That's what she says.
Sorry for my crazy long voicemail. I'll keep it shorter. Point is, though, if you did get my previous voicemail, my name is Morgan Burgess.
This is just her giving us the... Let me make sure I'm kind of listening off to the side. I think Morgan's getting texted.
Either way, like what you got going on, all the best of luck to you, and hope that you find a good fit. It sounds like everything, you got a good vibe going. That's pretty much it. Thanks for listening to my droning on. Have a great day. Take care.
You know what? You know what I like, if anything? That was just a genuine compliment. That was somebody who listens to podcasts, does not know either of us, who looked the show up, listened to it, and liked it enough to be like, you know what, I think I would even want to try to hang out with those people. Like, I would want to be on that show. And then called us. Isn't that something? Like, I'm not like, oh, isn't that something? Like, that's something. That's actually pretty... Mm-hmm. I mean, the dynamic's going to be changing pretty soon, and we're going to have we're going to replace this other female person on the show, but I think that's pretty cool. That's awesome and pretty neat. What do you think? Mm-hmm. I know you're at a loss of words. Mm-hmm. just Hey guys, I really hope I'm able to get the time to post the video for this as well. I mean, we're recording the video for all these, but it's just very time consuming. So I hope I can get this one up, because your face right now is exactly what I signed up for. Also, exactly the reason why we need a new... Ugh, what is wrong with my throat? We need a new Kristie, baby.
They're going to think you're serious.
Who? Who thinks I'm serious besides you? Babe, first of all, I'm dead serious. Second of all...
What?
It's just the show, babe. It's the show! We have to...
All right. Well, this was my last one. Thank you, everybody,
Perfect.
for...
Morgan,
yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everybody. Wait, but first, how about another word from our
your
sponsor?
fucking sponsor?
This episode of Road Soda is brought to you by Fubra.
Excuse me, ma'am. Can you reach the dry bologna loaf for me?
It doesn't seem out of your reach, sir, but okay.
I'm sorry, I just can't reach my hands up that high, or my belly will hang out my shirt.
I see. I know just the thing. You need a Fubra.
A what?
Here, have a look.
Holy smokes! It's like a bra for your fupa.
That's exactly what it is.
It's time to stop living with embarrassment with Fubra. Its unique patented design comfortably straps around your waist and over your shoulders. An individually sized cup with a soft, cooling inner lining gently holds and supports your Fubra.
Sir, let me get that for you.
I can get it. Thanks, Fubra.
Funbags. Come in, Miss Funbags. This is Miss Funbags. Please come in. I'm handling all the audio recording on this one, so it's not fucked up. I see it rolling. We're rolling nice.
Did you hit record?
Oh, is that Miss Funbags talking? I can hear her now. She's here.
Am I allowed to talk?
You are allowed to be everything that you are. What the fuck am I talking about? No, you're not allowed to talk. Jiminy Christmas. What you do...
I can't stand
Thank you, everybody. This is the news. We're news and stuff.
you. Yay.
What's better than the news? Nothing.
I had a lot of things I was going to say, but I decided not to.
Because your brain does not work quick enough. Because you're a girl. First one.
The only person that has bigger tits than me is you.
Oh, really? That's not what I wrote. What did I write? I think I wrote just news. This is news. This is news. This is news. Rent a person who does nothing in Tokyo receives endless requests. Gratitude. I added the and gratitude, but you guys get it. There's a comma. Tokyo, a 37-year-old Tokyo man who says he rents himself out to other people to do nothing, has been inundated with gratitude from Twitter users, indicating people are happy with his new form of support. Is this making any sense?
Are you testing my girl brain or?
I'm just asking if this makes any sense.
No, I haven't got it yet.
Yeah. Don't worry. You are absolutely alone. Everybody understands what's going on except for you. I'm glad I was able to take a walk with somebody. It's like, what do you mean? Like, we need so much elaboration, and I feel like the author. Stop reading. I know you're reading ahead. I can see it.
Well, it's because you won't fucking read it.
Because I'm trying to take people on a journey here. There's a podcast that people just wanted the news to be read. I just put up on a blog. But this is an audio blog. It's called a podcast. This one's called Road Soda. And this is the news segment. You can write into roadsodamail@gmail.com, and you can send your news articles if you find some fun news articles.
But you don't want to read, but you want to hear Isaiah's interpretation after every two sentences.
Every two sentences, because that's what they're here for. Or you can call in with your news articles. Maybe you see some news. You're like, there's a car accident. Call 706-200-1213, and we'll fucking...
You can say what coyotes are walking around in the neighborhood. What street are they on?
Do you see coyotes? They're never...
I just, on my Ring app, I get all these notifications like coyotes spotted, and reminder they do attack other animals.
Of course, that's like why they're around.
Yeah, no shit.
I'm glad I was
bobcat spotted. Sorry.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty neat.
All the time.
There's a bobcat in. Don't worry about it. I'm glad I was able to take a walk with someone while keeping a comfortable distance, where we didn't have to talk, but could if we wanted to.
Wow.
Sounds like our relationship. These people just need a girlfriend or boyfriend. One user wrote, another reflected, I had been slack about visiting the hospital, but I went because he came with me.
I think our relationship is more like, if one person wants to talk, just remember to silence yourself, because there is another person in here that has balls, and they need to be the one that does all the talking. You are here to listen and shut up. Wow. So, like, I could talk if I was allowed.
She knows this all on her own. Amazing. Shoji
Morimoto. I like that one.
Nice, babe. Has been advertising himself as a person who can eat and drink and give simple feedback, but nothing more.
That's your dream girl.
That's yeah, perfect. You will eat, you will drink a little bit, not a lot, and then
simple feedback.
Simple feedback. How was your meal? How was your meal?
Good.
Perfect. That's it. Almost too much. And give simple feedback, but nothing more. Since June 2018, and he's received over 3,000 requests. He has about 270,000 followers on Twitter. Initially, he had offered his rent-a-person who does nothing services for free.
It sounds like having a sugar baby who's not going to put out. There's somebody to go to dinner with, right, and you can talk about your day. They can sit there and eat, agree, say whatever that needs to be said to make you feel supported. Very little or nothing. Yeah. And then you go home. So he's like a sugar baby, but like he ain't going to put out.
No, he's never going to. And he hangs out. He has to hang out with guys too. I mean, I think the one that took him, I don't know why I just imagined the person that went to the hospital was a guy.
Sexist. That's why, because you're sexist.
Well, here's from, like, I don't think this would work in any other country at this time. And I think that's because in Japan, there's so much, like, keep to your... Oh, this is boring. Kristie's yawning. Wow. But in Japan, there's such a cultural norm, or like a cultural thing of, like, keep to yourself. Like, hardly ever, like, if you go on a subway, it's like always like super fucking quiet. There's no one ever having conversations.
Is that why you love Japan so much? The Japanese?
They keep to themselves. Don't bother me. Go. Bye-bye. But it's also because it's always about like keeping face and like not being rude and just always being very another fucking yawn. Why don't you just try breathing?
I'm so
and then your body
sorry.
won't be like, geez, we need some air.
Maybe you should talk about
Something exciting. I'm just trying to say why I think this works and why I think this guy does have, because people like don't have friends. It's like really common in Japan for people like not have fucking friends.
Yeah.
And it's like almost impossible for them to make friends, especially at a time when I know they're doing very well with the whole pandemic. But it is like, it's just difficult to meet people, to go out and you don't want to go somewhere alone. So you literally just have a guy that it's like a robot just standing there. You got to feed him and you got to pay him, but he ain't going to fuck you. Anything interesting down there?
No, he just goes on to say why he doesn't like being super interactive with other people and why he's offers such little feedback.
He listened to me without shaming me about going to the adult entertainment shop. It felt like a support to just have him by my side without forcing his opinions on me, she said. Oh, that was a female. Uh-oh. Looks like the CIA's getting to us. This is probably aliens.
What'd you do?
I didn't do anything. It's either the connection, like the port on the computer. It's either the ports of the cable, obviously. So it's just troubleshooting that we're going to have to deal with. I'll try plugging in a different TV at some point. I don't know. I don't know how to fix it. Well, how about we go to the next article? Kristie, can you read the next article and I'll try to fix the dadgum television?
What's FHP?
FHP, Florida Highway Police.
Wow, you're good. Man steals tow truck as revenge for company previously towing his car. I like this guy.
Yeah, man of the people, as I said.
A man from Cocoa is facing charges after he admitted to stealing a company's tow truck as revenge for the time they towed his car. Late Tuesday evening, FHP, Florida Highway Patrol, troopers received a tip that a tow truck had stolen out of Orange County. According to a report, after midnight on Wednesday, one trooper spotted the stolen car store towing vehicle. Driving north, some 30-year-old admitted to stealing the truck. The truck resulted in the recovery of methamphetamine, Xanax, hydrocodone, according to the report. The guy, Ongo, was arrested and charged with grand theft auto and 3 counts of possession of a controlled substance. He remains in the Santa County jail with a $50,000 bond.
Do you think it was his? Or do you think those drugs were just already in the cab?
Obviously his. Have you seen that guy? Look at his picture.
You think
he doesn't look sober.
You think the guy does meth and some heroin or pills, Percocets?
He looks pretty.
You think a guy that
out.
goes and steals himself a tow truck because it towed his car is gonna do drugs? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Asking.
Oh, am I allowed to talk this time?
That is a question.
Well, usually I'm not allowed to answer them. Have you completed your thought?
Trick question. Don't answer.
I love you.
That guy would never do that. Mr. Amy Ongo.
Ongo.
But his first name's Amy.
Ongo.
Ongo.
I like that. Sorry.
Amy. Ongo. To go steal this truck.
Why does he sound like he's coming to America?
I mean, I don't think...
That was your African voice, wasn't it?
Was it? Whoa. I mean, maybe. I don't know. His name's Ongo. I just don't know how to...
Amy Ongo. You did the coming to America voice.
Well, you try not to.
Can you tell me
say
how...
Ongo and try not to use that voice. Ugh! What's happening? I forgot my water at home, didn't I?
Can you tell me how they are trying to save people?
Who's trying to save people?
I don't know. That's the tagline for your next...
Let's find out.
News story.
Oh, wow. Kristie, you've tossed it back to me. It's almost as if you work here.
I
Holy
thought that
shit.
you knew how to catch it.
Former TSA agent convicted of tricking woman into showing breast at LAX.
I like it.
Excuse me, sir. I'm going to have to check your asshole.
But I'm not going to eat your butt.
Did you ever see that South Park? That was when the TSA shit was really getting bad. And I think there were a handful of incidences where someone got their booty holes checked. And so then on South Park, it's this real big, thick lady at every TSA, and everybody coming in. It's just like standard, like, take your shoes off. Okay, sure, I'm gonna have to check your asshole.
I like it.
Yeah, and
Spread your butt cheeks and cough.
And lift your sack.
Everybody know that.
Everybody know that now. So here we are.
This camera can like see every time I yawn.
It's gonna see all the yawns, the coughs, the fucking nose picking.
Did I pick my nose already?
Ha! Just making jokes. A former Transportation Security Administration.
Transportation Security Administration.
Please take it away, Kristie. You sound great. Agent who was accused of tricking a traveler into showing her breast as she went through security at Los Angeles International Airport pleaded no contest Friday to false imprisonment, authorities said. Jonathan Lomelli entered the plea to a felony count and was sentenced to 60 days, 52 classes addressing sexual assault, and 2 years of probation. California's Attorney General office announced. Let's see, he was barred from that, was charged using fraud, decency. The woman told investigators that Lomelli told her he had to look inside her bra to ensure she wasn't hiding anything.
I like this guy.
It sounds legit so far.
It was a good plan.
How many times do you think he did it?
I gotta see inside your bra.
Oh, miss with the big tits. Okay, come over here.
Right.
Okay, so all right. So because of standards of like the TSA and like checking stuff out and having to formally check you and make sure like you don't. Okay, all right, you don't have anything inside you. I'm gonna have to see your tits.
I kind of want to see how big her tits were, because I will say, having giant tits, the amount of stuff that you can really smuggle and hide in them is pretty great. You know, like everyone was always trying to sneak those like mini alcohol bottles into places. And if you just like, I could put them to make like a bra outline, and I could have like 6 to 8 mini bottles of liquor in my bra and still have a skin tight shirt on, and like nobody would know. There's so much room to hide.
What Kristie needs what Mr. Lomelli needs is the big titty attorney, Miss Kristie Z, on your case.
Yeah.
Have you been...
I think I could take a whole TV remote and put it under my tit. I'm like, where does the remote go?
And that's almost the size of a gun. So you're trying to tell me... So what you're saying is Mr. Lomelli was doing his job.
Yes.
Perfect.
I stand by it. Also, who doesn't want to see a nice pair of tits?
She wasn't... Lomelli told her he needed to ensure she wasn't hiding anything. Had her hold her pants away from her waist for a check, and then said he had...
Oh, sound it out. You got it.
I just think it's funny. Like, she pulled her pants away from her waist, and he looked, and like, what's he gonna see? Like pubes?
Right.
Like, oh, nice, all natural. Okay, all right, I'm gonna have to take a look at it. And then said he would take her to a private room for further security screening. Prosecutor said, but when they were alone on an elevator, Lomelli told the woman he could perform the screening there in order her to lift her shirt and show her breasts, then look down her pants, she said. Lomelli then told the woman she was free to go and added that she had nice breasts.
Dude, this guy's awesome. Oh, okay, my God. So... Hey, show me your tits. Right. All right, good to go. By the way, nice tits.
In the elevator. Okay, so miss, so now we are on our way to the private screening room where... but this, the elevator is also technically a private location. Okay, so may see your tits, please. Okay, nice tits. You're free to go.
Right. I liked my voice a little better, but if you want to just go ahead and do whatever I say again and try and make a better voice, we can do that for the next article too.
Well, I had already started with my voice, and then you chose to do a different one. And in improv,
my voice was better. Yeah.
It's always yes and never no but. So if somebody already creates a voice, you have to go with that voice.
I just don't imagine him being like skittish and shy and stuttering a bunch.
Hey,
show me your tits. Nice tits. You're free to go.
Free to go. On. All right, next. Who's got nice tits? You're good. Whoa. All right, come over here. Step into my elevator. Come in.
Right.
I like to imagine him as this guy that's like, just is actually pretty stupid, and he knows he has a position of authority, so he tries to speak with like intelligently, but it just comes out all stupid. Like, and I'm saying this because I spoke to somebody on the phone like that today that worked at an insurance agency, and I could tell that they were so dull, but they were just trying to like use like the proper where like big. Okay, all right. So now what is okay? So procedure is to nextly do this. It's like sounds stupid right now. Procedure is to nextly check on your breast size and tits, please.
I just feel like the last name I like. I'm going to stick with my voice.
Okay, I give it to you. Lamelli. Yeah, Lamelli is... Yo, all right.
Nice tits.
What are you doing later?
Yeah.
Are you coming back here?
Let me see your bush. Show me your bush.
Do you have a bush? Can you hide things? I'm going to need to comb through your bush. Make sure you don't have any.
I need to comb through your bush.
Could you please step into my elevator? No. So I can make sure you're not
all right,
hiding.
good to go. By the way, nice tits.
And that bush is it's a little long. I think the 70s no more. I'm looking at bush all day. Yours is the longest. You're not. You might want to clean it up. Anyway, they're trying to save
trim
people.
your bush.
Trim your bush. That's what
trying to save people. I
road
get
soda,
it.
Trim your bush. And next, Kristie, please take it away. Here we go.
What's your headline?
What is my headline? I said to you, inside the same room, but not inside. I'm giving everybody a wink. Go ahead and read it.
Oh, thank you so much. A man, woman being in a room does not indicate sexual relationship, says your mom.
This comes to us from thehindu.com.
The mere presence of a man and a woman inside one roof for some time need not necessarily lead to a conclusion that they were in an illicit sexual relationship. Your mother's high court said, and quashed an order dismissing from service a man constable. I don't know what that fucking word means.
Pushing through.
Who was found with a woman, god damn it, inside his residential quarters. Justice R. Suresh Kumar said the presence of two individuals of opposite sex, dude, yeah, we get it, necessarily lead to a presumption that they were in an immoral relationship. Who said fucking's immoral? This kind of presumption prevailing in the society cannot be the basis for initiating disciplinary action and inflicting punishment.
Whoa.
This feels like one of those articles like you were just talking about where they're using a bunch of big words to get a very simple point across.
Yeah, and also there's probably a bit of like a translation error. Or, like you said, they're just trying to use a lot of big words because their second language is English and they're trying to flex on, like, look at my English.
How's your coming to America voice again?
Look at my English.
That's way better.
Are you trying to tell me that being in a room like right now?
And now, another word from our sponsors.
Are you sick of being in public alone like a loser? Of course you are. Never be alone again and hire a ghost. Ghost Host now offers ghost companions for people who can't get live people to run errands with them. Don't worry about feeding your ghost or even paying your ghost. Go out to dinner for two and only pay for one. What a dream. We have all kinds of ghosts to choose from to guarantee you get the perfect ghostly companion. Old ghosts, young ghosts, annoying ghosts. You know the type, likes to jiggle doorknobs and such. Smelly ghosts, gay ghosts, Patrick Swayze's ghost. Not the movie, we have the ghost of Patrick Swayze. Whatever kind of ghost floats your ghost boat, we got them. So don't go to the movies by yourself anymore. It's weird. That's what serial killers do after they murder someone. Go with the companion that's a ghost. They'll go with you anywhere, anytime, because they ain't got nowhere else to be. Make your last public trip alone today and get down to Ghost Host for a ghost.
Technically, what they're saying is for the two of us to come in here and record this podcast in this locked room, it's not sex.
Well, not on camera. Right. We don't post it.
We don't post it. But, I mean, it's not sex, is what they're saying. It's not sex.
But we do milk each other, so
no,
I think this is a poor example.
It's not what it says. It says we can't.
You can't presume that we're doing illicit activities.
Yeah, well, you can't assume what we're
doing. But we do immoral activities in the privacy of a room that the two of us are in, so that's not a good example.
Super interesting stuff, right? Where you're like, yeah, okay.
I wasn't finished with my thought, I don't think. I'm so sorry. I don't think it was your turn to talk. What's the word? Was it constable?
Constable.
What the fuck is that?
I don't know where you're even seeing it.
I've seen it like 7 times. I keep saying it. When disciplinary proceedings were initiated against the petitioner for the charge of moral turpitude, he explained that the woman constable had come home at about 7:30 a.m. asking for the keys of her house located close by, and that while they were talking, someone else locked the door from the outside and then pretended to knock on the door. Jesus.
That sounds a little elaborate. Pretended? How do you pretend?
Knock,
knock.
There was absolutely no eyewitness or any other concrete evidence to prove that the 2 constables were found in a compromising position.
So a constable is a woman constable. They're saying a woman police officer.
Oh. Mm-hmm. Therefore, based on such suspicion and conjectures...
These 2 cops was not fucking. Just because they inside, somebody acting like they knocking on the door. Knock, knock, knock. Does not mean...
So that was a riveting article.
Isn't it? It's just so fucking like... It can't be... Like, are they... There's got to be more to it. Like, nope, nothing more to it.
I went to a judge, too.
It went all the way to a judge. It was probably because there was these 2 police officers were totally banging.
Yeah, and they got busted. And they're like,
it
doesn't mean we're fucking.
Right. Exactly. It does not mean just because...
Did you just say I was right?
No. Next up, Costco and Target. That's what I say. Everybody might remember when we broke that story down in Thailand with those slave macaques picking coconuts for your coconut water. You filthy, pretentious white people.
I love coconut water.
Yeah, well, how many tiny monkey hands have to bleed so you can
How many does it take to make one coconut water?
I don't know, probably like...
Well, then that's how many it takes for me to enjoy it. Thank you.
Oh, wow. Just so you can...
Stay hydrated.
So you can feel a little bit better when you're hungover from wasting your life at a bar the night before.
No, that's what Pedialyte's for. I don't know how many babies died making Pedialyte, but also...
None. No American babies, at least.
Oh,
Target joins Costco in dropping coconut milk brand over forced monkey labor allegations. So now Costco, that's pretty big. Costco's huge. Target.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, it is, Kristie. Target, I'm just following up. And, Nelly actually sent us an article saying that Target is doing it. And she's like, you guys broke it first. In fact, that's a write-in right there. Let's read from Nelly's.
You should have probably given a little bit more attention to that up front. I'm sorry about that, Nelly.
See, now she's talking shit.
No, I'm just apologizing on Nelly's behalf for...
She said, I thought you shared this. Didn't you guys talk about this at one point? You heard it here first on Road Soda, and it was Target won't sell Thai coconut milk after probe shows product made by forced monkey labor. But yeah, it's also the old Costco. People for the ethnical tree, of course, PETA, said the retailer will no longer sell the product because of its alleged ties to monkeys. It's alleged, too. Chowko's Thai supplier is accused of forcing monkeys to pick coconuts from trees. In a statement to USA Today, Target said it takes those claims seriously and removed the product in November. And you know what? This is just, it's so reactionary, and I get like this farm is getting so screwed right now. And I guarantee like there's like a big trickle down effect, and it has nothing to do with these primates. I guarantee it has everything to do with another company trying to sell more coconut water at these places. And it's just, are you familiar with Palm, like the pea with the heart pomegranate juice? Mm-hmm. They own, oh my god, the amount of shit that they own. They own like Fiji water and stuff. Mm-hmm. The exact kind of shit that they do. Totally just push things that nobody really cares about just to make companies like that react so they can move in, and like it's really fucked up. And the people that are getting screwed are these monkeys that have jobs. Now these monkeys, they have no jobs. What are they supposed to do? I mean, they're picking coconuts one day and the next, that's it. You wake up, no punch in. You're just, okay, now what you do with your monkey life? I don't know what accent I'm using.
That's one of my favorite ones that you do. You do that probably every day.
I do it just about every day, and it is kind
every
of,
single day.
Yeah, it is kind of Polish because of my old Polish boss. Mm-hmm. But it's mixed up with a couple different things.
Yes.
Yeah. Very impressive is the next article. We have 2 more articles. Let's crank through them.
Through them?
Yeah,
What the fuck
babe.
is that?
Here's from...
I'm really glad you're giving me all the sexy ones. Indian court
another Indian.
rules that groping without removing clothes is not sexual assault.
You know, that's been the HR standards here at Road Soda since the start. So it's nice to see that these more progressive, countries, and that's what this one I said, very progressive. It's fine. It's nice that these countries are becoming more progressive and understanding.
I just
that if I grab your tits like this, and you have a shirt and a bra, that's not groping. That's not sexual assault.
That's fucking wild that this is a thing. A court in India has ruled that groping a child through their clothing does not constitute sexual assault.
So didn't read it. If this is not proof that I don't read these fucking articles.
No, but like regardless, even in, I've been like working at a restaurant before, and I think I was like probably in my early 20s, and I went out to smoke a cigarette, and I'm just sitting on the curb, and one of the kitchen workers, I will not disclose their ethnicity because it doesn't matter, but they came up behind me. I'm just sitting there smoking a cigarette, sitting on the curb right outside, and he just leaned his chest on my back and reached his hand over and just started squeezing my tits like honk 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 honk. And I was so fucking pissed, dude. Mm-hmm. I'm like, not somebody, well, I guess I can't say that, but I think I like told on him eventually. I'm like, because I was really pissed off, and I like tried to be like, hey man, don't fucking do that, And he like started laughing and like,
and he's like,
diminishing
don't you know anything?
Yeah,
here at Road Soda, it's perfectly okay.
It's
if you
not
have a job
assault
at Road Soda. It's not assault because that's not groping. That's not sexual assault.
This shit sucks.
That's not sexual assault. A court. Oh, sorry, I forgot. I did forget.
Shocking.
This is yours.
No, you want to go ahead and talk? Drawing outrage across the country and frustrating campaigners battling to address widespread sexual abuse against women and children. In a judgment last week, Bombay High Court Judge Pushpa Ganidiwala,
nice,
thank you, found that a 39-year-old man was not guilty of sexually assaulting a 12-year-old girl as he had not removed her clothes, meaning there was no skin-on-skin contact. That's fucking horrific.
This is fucking horrific. This is fucking horrific. This is
That's
this
awful.
is a big fucking U-turn in. Now our policy here at Road Soda is only, first of all, I'm not going to hire you if you're fucking 12 over here at Road Soda. The only people working here at Road Soda
are under 12.
That's right.
I'm sorry.
That's the only thing we want here. But it's got to be we're talking adults here. 18 and up over here at maybe 16.
Depending
we'll
on, let's talk about what state we're in, okay?
What state are we in? What state do we need to move to?
No, but seriously, that's awful.
It is. It's fucking horrific. And the fact that the judge was like, hey, 12-year-old
39
girl.
to 12, yes, sorry about it. Beat it. Next time, take your shirt off if you want to get him in trouble.
Yeah, if you want to get in trouble. You gotta do the deed, you little twerp.
According to court documents, the man brought the child to his house on the pretext of giving her guava in December 2016. While there, he touched her chest and tried to remove her underwear. He was found guilty of sexual assault and sentenced to 3 years in prison in a lower court, but then appealed to the high court. Hey
guys, look. Do you see what this lower court just did to me?
Dude.
Do you agree with this? I'm taking this shit to... Look, lower court. This is a big mistake. This is a big faux pas on you. I'm taking this shit up.
I did not even take her bra off.
I know. I tried to take her underwear off, but she wouldn't let me, so it's not even assault. Dude. She wouldn't let me do it. She stopped me from assault. She actively stopped me from assaulting her, so I didn't assault her. There's no problem. I didn't do anything. Let's move on.
Can I keep reading? I'm like actually really into this. I'm so sorry. Yeah. Like I'm into what you're saying, but I just can't believe this.
It's
in her
insane.
judgment on January 19th, Justice Ganidiwala found that his act would not fall in the definition of sexual assault, which carries a minimum 3-year prison term, which can be extended to 5 years. Considering,
I would extend it to like get
fuck
the fuck
yourself,
out of the country.
yeah, like
Let's
labeled for the rest of your life.
Cut your dick off.
Considering the stringent nature of punishment provided for the offense, in the opinion of this court, stricter proof and serious allegations are required. Like what? India's Protection of Children from Sexual Offenses Act 2012 does not explicitly state that skin-on-skin contact is needed to constitute the crime of sexual assault.
Right.
No fucking
No
shit.
No shit. Why did we have to write that down? Did that need to be explicitly read?
Justice acquitted the accused of sexual assault, but convicted him on the lesser charge of molestation and sentenced him to 1 year in prison. Oh my God. It is the basic principle of criminal jurisprudence that the punishment for an assault offense shall be proportionate to the seriousness of the crime.
And trying to take a 12-year-old's underwear off,
It's no big deal.
It's not. It's molesting at best. You out of your mind?
I mean, it does go on to say sexual assault is a huge issue in India, where sexual crimes are often brutal and widespread, but are often poorly dealt with under the country's justice system. Based on the official figures from 2018, the rape of a woman is reported every 16 minutes.
And it has there's two things.
I literally just got goosebumps in my nipples. They are hard.
It is not. Oh, you like that, huh?
If you can touch them if you want, it's no big
You're
deal.
like-
It's not assault.
Like, how many people are getting raped there? What are my chances? How much are the tickets? How do I get there?
Nice.
So
It's not
this,
funny.
it's I think that that's pushed by two factors. A, the population size. There's over 1 billion people in India, right? B, the caste system, which, as much as they want to say it's not, it's so fucking embedded into this ancient culture, literally an ancient culture that's just it's been there like one of the longest lasting cultures ever, is still there, and they're just trying to keep up with the fucking times. So they have all this new government, but even within the government there's still like this era of like the castes. I guarantee the guy
It goes on.
I guarantee the guy that assaulted that little girl, that girl was, I guarantee, was lower in caste.
Yeah, because it goes on to say activists have pointed to ongoing issues in the justice system under India's legal system. For instance, sexually abusing a transgender person carries a maximum sentence of 2 years in prison.
Maximum.
Because they're trans.
Yeah, because
That's
it's like the
fucking
bottom
crazy.
of like the totem pole as far as
That's a terrible way to end.
And that's why the rape is so rampant, because these people that are higher in the caste, they not just like think about, but like their whole being, like there's not a part of them that doesn't believe or feel that these people that are lower in caste are below them and beneath them, and they act as such. They act like you're beneath me. If you're an untouchable, you're just like, you're fucking disgusting. I only want to. Let me try to take your underwear off, or whatever the fuck they do, and it's it's pretty fucking horrific.
Yeah, I feel like that shit'll get you fucking shanked and murdered in American prison.
Yeah. If you go into a prison in America for that, they'll definitely isolate you for 2 years and not put you in general pop for that.
Jesus.
Because even fucking gangbanging serial killers don't fuck with that shit. Even like neo-Nazis.
Yeah. Nobody fucks with that shit.
Neo-Nazis in prison will gut you for that shit. Whereas this guy's like, 2 years? I feel like you're being a little harsh, okay? I feel like you're being a little harsh, too.
It's like kind of hard to make jokes about it. Like, obviously we weren't really struggling.
Nah. I mean, I wasn't.
But that's fucking awful.
Yeah, it
that
is
was
awful.
like, I know we read the news, but that was really serious.
That was some serious shit.
I don't
Welcome.
like it.
Yeah. All right, this is the last one.
Thank
Hopefully this one
God.
brightens your day a little
Please
bit.
make it good.
Oh, let's make it good. I don't
Please.
think you're gonna like this. I said must have. Must have. This is comes to us from thebrag.com.
Okay, this is a little better. Not so much.
Designer Arnold Putra selling ethically sourced human child spine bags. Ethically sourced. How do you ethically source this?
It's a purse where the handle of the purse is made out of a human child's spine.
Sounds like you need that, huh?
Jesus.
Put that on the runway. Can we get that in Target? How the fuck? Target's like, the coconuts harvested by monkeys? No. Child spine bags? Yes.
It's trending, right? It's so hot right now.
They're hot. Very hot. Very neat on the runway. These, here's the problem. Without even reading, let me read it. Let me just go into it, because this is Arnold Putra has avant-garde brand of menswear just announced an absolutely ludicrous product, and we are still trying to wrap our heads around the logistics of this bag, as well as the ethics. They should really put the ethics in quotes right there.
I can't take this concerned look off my face.
You fucking... Babe, this is the news. This is unbiased. I mean, come on. So we wish we were joking, but right below this, you are looking at the ethically sourced human child spine and alligator tongue bag from Arnold Putra and his avant-garde fashion label. First of all, what the hell? And secondly, how do you ethically source a mass amount of children's spines? Let's see. Alligator tongue human spine
love
bag
to know.
has been ethically sourced and crafted by multi-panel construction. The emphasis on producing
protruding scar stitching. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Protruding scar stitching, lacing the outer construction of the bag. Each wearer is encouraged to sculpt or form of his or her own sentiment. What? The unique silhouette is complemented by the human spine handle and raw edge finishes. Technical and design and construction. This one-off bag is an ideal statement piece.
Jesus. May take up to 14 days to arrive during busy periods. Some of its features, limited 1-to-1, alligator tongue, and human spine bag with a unique pattern construction. Natural finish.
Composition, shell, 100% alligator tongue. Shell, 100% human spine handle. I messaged them on WhatsApp. This is the absolute bonkers work of avant-garde and is not a joke, officially claiming to be made of with an ethically sourced human child spine, the alligator tongue leather. Unfortunately, it's been memory.
Stop repeating. I just want more, you know?
I know. Like, tell us how to, like, what is the logistics? Habit collecting bones of children. Okay, after this Twitter digging, some people have discovered that Arnold makes it a habit of his indigenous tribes and collect the bones of their children. I wish I was joking, but alas. Okay, so following the whole controversy, I did my own... Oh, wait, yeah.
So, yeah, he visits indigenous tribes and collects the bones of their children, is what he does.
That's not insane at all. It's really normal artist behavior
He
stuff.
trades them goods in exchange for human bones, and that's legit.
Which isn't crazy to me because, I mean, some indigenous tribes are very, very particular about their bones of their dead. But I think some don't care. Like for some tribes, it's like, that's trash. It just goes away. I don't care.
I would like wallet made of human nipple.
I want the scrotum.
Ooh, a scrotum change purse. I love it.
I mean, it's already colloquially called the coin purse. Very similar. I think the problem with this, or it's not a problem. So if this guy is collecting, he's got some bones and he turns it into a couple purses, like, 3, 4, 5, whatever, and then sells them. But you couldn't, once you start a business where it's like you have to wait for somebody to die to get it, and like then they're gonna pay you like a shit ton of money for the wait. So you have to wait for somebody to die, like it's ethically sourced, right? It's like this person, they die and they say, I'm going to give it to this people, and then they pay a shit ton of money. Then as soon as something like that happens, that's when scheming starts. And that's when people are literally raising kids like farm animals and selling and killing them for their spines and selling them for shit tons of money. It's like when there was a point in time where they were paying people for squirrel pelts just because they wanted to get rid of them. So people were breeding squirrels. It's like that's what happens. That's the kind of shit that happens.
What else do you think?
I'm just trying to let you know how it gets out of hand and how they start.
I don't think that's what makes it gets out of hand.
Oh yeah, it gets out of hand because it's a fucking human skeleton.
It's like fucking someone's remains.
Yeah, it's someone's remains. Would you feel better if it was an adult spine?
No.
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 Would you feel better if it was a deer spine?
Yes.
Okay. Confuses me. You confuse me, Well, now that we've got a chill vibe going on.
Oh my God, I know, dude. I'm like fucked
Thank
up.
you for joining us for the news. This one was actually recorded. Enjoy the rest of your show, everybody. But first, how about a word from our sponsors?
Hello, my name is Gunther von Dogschniffen, the genius behind Glitterboss, the canine fashion statement that took over the world. Well, now that's old shit. This is 2021, and glitter blasting Hohenhorden is boring. So without further ado, I present the next hottest thing on the planet. Ethnically sourced human asshats. That's right, I can still hardly believe how amazing I am myself. For years, I have been passionately collecting the hinterquarters of local drifters and street people. I had no idea why I was taking them. I just couldn't help myself. But one day, I was moving my collection when I put one on my head to move them in one trip. And when I saw myself in the mirror, I knew I had just changed the world. These hats are hand-stitched. They come in 3 different shades and styles and all sizes. The sexiest part of the human body is the ass. But it's hard to see when you're speaking to someone because it's so far away from the face. It only makes sense that my ass hat would be the most stunning thing you can put on your head. And for just $25,000 a hat. Oh, see you on the runway.
Millennial Book Club. Millennial Book Club.
Mukbang bathroom cruise.
Okay.
It's exactly what it sounds like.
Do you eat a bunch of poop?
No. I mean, if you're into that.
But I thought that was when you like ate a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, so mukbangs it's those videos online where it's just Koreans eating mass amounts of food, and I don't know exactly what it translates to. Let's look it up.
So do you eat it in the bathroom or do you eat the bathroom?
No. You see, this is a cruise.
Okay.
And it's all it's 2 things. It's mukbanging. So everything, I mean, cruises, for the most part, if you've ever been on one, it's just one big mukbang. It's constant, all you can eat. It's like Las Vegas on a boat. It's just constantly all you can eat. All kinds of food. They got buffets. They got burgers at fucking 4 a.m. made to eat. Made. Of course, everything's made to eat. I don't need your shit right now, okay? Made to order.
Look what you did.
It's you. And but also because of all the mukbanging on this cruise, half your time is going to be spent in a bathroom. So there's more bathrooms, more extravagant. They'll even serve you some food in the bathroom on the cruise.
So you are eating while you poop.
Yeah, but you're not eating poop.
But you're not eating poop.
I'm sorry I had to...
I'm glad you
I'm sorry I had
that
to
up.
specify. I didn't think there's enough people out there who want to eat shit.
Well,
to put them all on a
you
cruise.
love to go ass to mouth, so I just assumed that would be something that you're really into.
Doesn't mean I love to eat shit. That's like saying I like to eat cows. So, you'd love some cow manure, wouldn't you? Fucking freak.
Well, you're not eating cows' butts. If you were licking cow's butts, I would be like, oh, you want a little taste of manure.
What do you think a rump roast is? Or what do you think? I mean, they make all kinds of dishes out of the colon, out of the anus.
Yeah, but like if you're licking my butt, you want to eat my poop.
Kristie, I'm going to have to logically decline whatever the fuck you're saying. It just doesn't make any sense. Just because somebody eats ass doesn't mean they eat shit. Don't mean they want to eat shit.
I'm glad you.
Is that what you want? Is it? Are you telling me right now that you want me to eat your shit? Is
yes.
That what's gonna...
Yes.
Okay.
I want you to eat my poutine.
Your poutine.
My poutine.
I love you, baby.
That's how you can show me that you love me.
Thanks. A mukbang, and also known as eating show, is an online audio-visual broadcast in which a host consumes large quantities of food while interacting with the audience. It became popular in South Korea in 2010, and since then has become a worldwide trend. I don't know what it translates directly to, but...
Trailer Trash Tammy said that she was going to do a mukbang, and I'm going to watch it.
I just saw they just did a special live talent show with Theo Von.
Yeah, I know. I saw that.
And also Libby Higgins, who was actually interviewed on the podcast. Libby Higgins was on this show.
What?
Yeah. I told you that so many times.
No, you haven't.
Yeah, I have.
On this show.
On Road Soda.
You talked.
Yeah, I know Libby. There was a time when I was riding my bike across country, and I went really close to where she lived. She was just outside of St. Louis, Missouri, and I was going to go hang out with her for a while and do some stand-up there, but didn't. And then, but yeah, she's from Vine. I know her from Vine.
Right.
And yeah, I interviewed her on the show. She also has her own podcast with Tina Dyball. Tina, I'm pretty sure that's her last, Dyball. And it's called what's it called? Oh, it's called Slop City.
I like that.
Yeah, I think you might really enjoy it, actually. It's a fun podcast. So that's a mukbang, and that's a mukbang. You can sign up for this Road Soda Mukbang bathroom cruise.
Yes, please.
Fucking sign me up.
Just don't eat butts. We don't eat butts.
I mean, you can do whatever you want in your own quarters. It's a cruise. It's open waters. If you want to eat someone's mukbang, if your mukbang is eating someone's shit, I mean, it's a cruise. Get after it.
I won't air your secrets on here anymore.
Well, here we are. The Millennial Book Club. Just fucking watching Netflix. There's no reading books, so don't worry. Christy, where's your mask?
My mask?
Yeah, the Road Soda is strictly mask now. Everybody has to wear a mask.
Where the fuck's your mask?
I'm the CEO, so I don't have to do anything.
That's not how that works.
Do as I say, not as I do.
That is not what
That's
a
exactly
leader
how it
does.
works.
That's not what
I cut the checks for this show to myself. I don't need your next sentence. Whatever your next sentence is, you just hold it in. This week's, or the past 2 weeks, there was no episode last week, as everybody knows. Kristie was on her period.
I can't fucking stand it.
So, we were watching Bridgerton, which was this week's Millennial Book Club.
Oh, so good.
Bridgerton. There she is. The 8 close-knit siblings of the Bridgerton family look for love and happiness in London high society, inspired by Julia Quinn's best-selling novels. It means there's more of these. There's more of these out there. So tell everybody, Kristie, how much did you watch?
Like how much played, or like what did I absorb?
But yeah.
I think I asked you to turn it off somewhere between 32 and 39 minutes. Mm-hmm. And I paid attention to maybe 90 seconds.
Right. What was it that shut you off?
I hated all of it.
Was it what can you pull from it that was redeeming? Anything?
No.
You don't even think the people were pretty?
No. I mean, if they sure.
You don't even think that like the main actress in it, that Save-A-Lot, Natalie Portman.
You think everyone looks like Natalie Portman?
Babe,
You've said this before, and you're like, "Oh, she looks like Natalie Portman." She doesn't.
This girl right here. All right. Do you think that's
You
her?
look like Jerry Seinfeld. So
hey, thank you. Which one do you think she is? I don't think she's Adjoa, and I don't think she's Anjoa. Do you think she's Anjoa?
Maybe.
Let's find out who she is.
I thought it was. There's like one word I want to use for it, and I don't think it's an appropriate word.
Yeah. You don't want to be inappropriate on the Road Soda.
I think it is really gay.
You thought it was gay?
I just thought it was so gay.
Yeah, I would agree.
Like, that's just the best word. Lame doesn't do it justice. I understand that lame could be like a synonym for how I want to use the word gay, but the show is just fucking gay.
Yeah, there's definitely, I think a lot of people would...
But like, why is it number one for so long? Also, I guess the only people who are really talking to me about it that should watch it were gay men. Mm-hmm. So they like love Barbara Streisand and all sorts of shit.
Barbara Streisand. Oh, she's in it, isn't she? Is that her?
No.
No, I don't know. Honestly, if you said which one's Barbara Streisand, I would really have to. I'd need a multiple choice.
I did listen to Barbara Streisand the other day, though.
Her music?
Yeah, after I was watching The Voice, and somebody did like a 90s Celine Dion cover, and then I made my Celine Dion Barbara Streisand playlist, and I played it at full volume around the house while you were gone. I did eat an edible that day. I
know what you do.
Dude, Celine's got some real hits.
Well, yeah, it's fucking... Oh, does she? Like what? Yeah, she's probably like one of the most, like... She's like one of the most biggest people ever.
And I love to like replicate her voice when you're singing it. You just have to get really throaty. You know what I mean? Like close your throat up a little bit.
Have you ever seen some
Honeybee spas in the morning. It's like that.
Yeah, have you ever seen like some of the exercises that she does?
No.
That she does for like 4 hours a day?
I can't believe you're not even going to comment on how good my Celine impression was.
Yeah, if Celine was like a Hungarian hoss. Wow. She's this tall glass of water of a Montreal Quebecois. Mm-hmm. Ready? I put this up here so you can see. So that's our Save-A-Lot Natalie Portman. Oh,
Yes,
shit!
Save-A-Lot. That's what you get.
For what, Connor? There's your favorite. John Leah John.
I love him.
Be the last to know. I don't give a fuck. So there she is, right? Mm-hmm. Now, let's also look at... Yep. Everybody bear with us.
Bear with Isaiah.
Bear with me as I... There's Natalie Portman. And there she is right there. Tell me she doesn't look like a Save-A-Lot version
You're right, babe.
of Natalie Portman.
You're right.
Thank you. That's all I want.
That's all you ever want.
Anyway, I sat through it. And I'll be honest, it was very hard for me to focus and stay tuned in to what was going on.
Yeah, I didn't...
But I will say, I think I get why it's like number 1, 2, or 3.
Yeah, you said that yesterday.
5.
Why?
So let me start with just saying I think I really did like the stylization of the show, because it is a period piece, but it's not like particularly pierced. There's much more bright colors in their outfits and everything they wore, and I really liked. You like to use the word saturated. It's very saturated colors, high contrast. Everything's very the contrast for not just the colors, but like the structure of all the shots. It's very pleasing aesthetically.
Like, I agree with everything you're saying, and I don't think what you're saying is boring, but like I hate it so much that like I don't want to talk about it anymore.
I don't want to talk about it. Well, anyway, that wraps up this segment. Thank you everyone for showing up. Kristie just doesn't want to talk about it.
No,
Jesus. What other job do you show up to and you're like, hey, that job that we're here to do? No, I'm here, but I'm just not gonna do it. I don't feel like that. Anyway, so what was it? Yeah. However, one thing that is pretty not relevant, was just pretty evident in the show is that there's just races of all people, and there's nothing kind of like how I was talking about with that Christmas movie, Jingle Jangle, right? Mm-hmm. There's different races everywhere, but it's not based on... There's no mention of like, oh, you're an aristocratic black fellow.
Yeah.
Like, there's no... Like, there's this man of very high standing in the show.
Which is what I was told the plot was without looking up the plot, and they're just so wrong. Because my boss, like, talks to every client every day about this stupid fucking show, and he's like, it's just like this period piece and what it would be like if every race was equal and there was no... It was more of a system based on merit and nothing else, and it's just like not even what it is. I'm like, you just saw some black dude in a period piece, and nobody's identifying that he's black, so he's just allowed to be in there.
And he's allowed to be there, yeah. Which is not... So when you watch this, it is a departure from reality, and it is like this made up universe, right? And in this made up universe, it is very similar. There's a lot of like they say King George and whatnot, but even the Queen is black. There's never been a black queen ever.
Yeah.
And so it's almost like all races are equal in this. They're just different people look different.
Right.
But as far as it being based on meritocracy, that's not what it's the opposite of meritocracy. In fact, the whole thing is based on just beauty and looks, which is not merit-based societies or merit-based systems.
I did get that one, that one girl was flawless.
She's flawless. That's it. She's like, I'm so pretty. And now she's like... So that's kind of what it was. It was this mother... I don't know if she was actually a mother to these people, but they called her a mother. And her thing was just to produce these women to be married off. And first the Queen said, gave her, oh, this one's really pretty. But then... And then what they do is they just go to these different balls, and they have like different times when they're supposed to just be hanging out with their posse, and these guys are supposed to come in and court them and like read.
Yeah, I mean, I get there's a modern touch to it all, which I kind of liked too. I guess I could see why people liked it.
Yeah, like the music and whatnot.
Well, yeah. What are you talking about?
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
What do you mean? I don't remember.
I know you don't. That's why I asked you about it.
You.
Continue.
No, it just seemed like modern. Like the way they were acting and the interactions and stuff. Like I know it's supposed to be a period piece, but it felt like people from now just wearing those costumes, which I'm sure people liked. And then all of the classical music was actually top 40 hits.
But just with classical, like...
Turned classical.
With, like, harpsichords and shit
so,
like that.
So, like, of course, gay queens just, they probably love it.
I love it. And I think gay queens have a very similar taste as, like, preteens. And I think...
Right.
And I think this sort of every all-inclusive is that's more of what we need. We need more of, like...
Yeah.
Because if our art... which is like movies and stuff like that, are showing races all being together and it's not mentioned and it's not like based on race, then eventually like people seeing that, it'll start to be more comfortable and that's like what they'll expect more. And I think that's very, very important. But as far as this, like...
That was you.
Nothing was touched.
I didn't even move. You're the one flailing your fucking arms around.
I talk with my hands. Can you jimmy it? I know it's like loosey-goosey over there. Should get some tape. Guys, please hold while Kristie fixes... Oh. Nope. Oh, wow.
And now, another word from our sponsors.
Welcome to the Mukbang Bathroom Cruise, the all-inclusive, overindulgent sea voyage you've been hungry for. There's enough food on the ship to feed 10,000 people 3 oversized meals a day for 2 weeks. But the ship only holds 2,500 people. You do the math. Sushi, burgers, mac and cheese, pizza, all the usual shit you find on a cruise. Mukbang all day and all night. And of course, with all that mukbanging, there's gonna be a lot of pooping. There are 3 bathrooms to every passenger on our ship, all fully loaded with a full buffet. And since you'll spend about half your cruise in there, they are just as luxurious as the rest of the boat. All you can eat, all you can shit, the Road Soda Mukbang Cruise.
There it is. So yeah, and I definitely get why people are like drawn to it. So it's this thing where you get to see all these different races, and then it's just based on beauty, which I mean that's what like Instagram and like TikTok is all just like who's the most beautiful.
I'm a little
gets
bummed
the
that I
married
didn't
off.
like it more because like a lot of people said that there was a lot of sex in it, and they're like it's like the Bachelorette, and so I was like, oh, I picked
really
a total boob tube show, and maybe I'll like really like it. And I love when they take, you know, these period pieces and there's a bunch of hot steamy sex, but like didn't even like the sex scenes.
You know what? I think
I was expecting to get super horned up and like yes, like he hates it, but he'll watch it.
Oh my
And then
God.
I was like, turn this shit off.
Turn it off. I mean, I was willing to just give it like the first episode, but I agreed when we were at that 30-minute mark. I'm like, yeah, I could talk about it, but I don't think we need to watch it. I think as far as we would need to give it the story a chance rather than just off of that first 20. And I think we would feel a little bit different, but it still could just not hit the mark as far as like something that you or I would enjoy.
Yeah.
I think you might enjoy it if you were in the mood. Like you didn't have other shows like tugging at your toes, being like, watch me. And you're like, you know what? I kind of feel like just watching some drama.
Yeah,
or
but I'm
something.
not like super into period pieces or like even things in that era. Like my mom loves shit like that.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people do, but I'm not. Like I'll watch it. I don't know. It's just not my.
So yeah, I mean, if that turns you off as soon as like you put it on, I mean, it's hard.
It's harder for me to get into.
It's hard to roll into it.
Like if I'm gonna do something like that, then maybe if it's like more Viking era or like some bad bitches, and then they're having like.
Or like Chath in the 50s.
Yeah, but they just seemed more. I don't know. It's that like prim and proper, removed sort of thing where I think I like a bit more aggression, or I don't know what the word I'm looking for, but yeah, maybe more grit.
Yeah, I agree, and it was very, very clean, and everything was very, like I said, very stylized. But I enjoyed that. I like when they do that. I like when they take something that is, you know, like a historical thing, and then they kind of tweak it and make it a little more, make it pop.
So how would you rate it?
Personally, I would say fucking spare yourself.
Dude, me too. I'm so glad you said that.
Fucking spare yourself.
Yeah, I wouldn't even say watch it if it's there. It's like, nah, next. Just spare yourself.
There's too much shit to be watched, not just on Netflix, but in the world. I mean, there are people, obviously it's been in the top 5 for like fucking weeks.
At least 3 weeks, right? I mean, unless you and I are really missing something, but
no. I mean, I think we're missing something in that we're not like right now there's so much media being consumed by this very specific, not specific, but like group of people, like this swath of people that are very vocal. Like they're gonna really enjoy that show. I mean, that's like a very, you know, it's for all the basic bitches, babe. That's the bottom line.
But I'm not a Mackenzie.
We ain't a basic bitch. It's for basic bitches.
I'm just
no
not.
Basic bitch.
I mean, my shirt says Thrill Ride, so you know, obviously.
And she doesn't even listen to Dio.
I listen to quite a bit of Dio. Actually,
you listen to 2 songs on loop because that's what AHWLEE likes. All right, so now that we finally got through that bullshit.
Yeah, I'm really sorry about that. You know, I didn't choose it because it was what I was interested in. I just thought it was going to be... I thought I was going to be, like, pleasantly surprised, or at least something would be, like, really gripping right off rip. And I was like, ugh.
Well...
Flawless.
You'll know that, you know, that's all I could think about was, like, I can't believe she chose this. She ruins everything. She's never going to choose anything again. I'm never going to allow this. This is misery.
Yeah, you wear the pants. We know. Yeah. You remind me every day.
So because of that, I picked the next one.
Right.
And this next one, it should have come up over there, is number 1 now. I think it just came out.
I hate you.
The Winx. Fate. The Winx Saga. Determined to master their enchanting powers, a group of teens navigate rivalry, romance, and supernat... Oh, hold on. I got a burp.
That's what you get.
Rivalry, romance, and supernatural studies at Althea, a magical boarding school. I know. What is with my life? Guys.
That's a loaded question.
What's up? So, please watch that, or you just let us watch it and we'll tell you if you should watch it or not. But if you end up watching it, or you have seen it, or if you've watched Bridgerton, please write into the show, roadsodamail@gmail.com, and let us know what you think so that you can be a part of the show. That's what a book club is. It's a bunch of people discussing.
Not just listening to you. You're right. It's a dialogue. Just make sure if you do call in or write in that you make sure Isaiah has gotten out all of his thoughts first before you begin sharing your thoughts.
My thoughts, then your thoughts.
I wasn't done.
My thoughts, then your thoughts. What is going on here?
You're stupid.
So you can also call in and let us know what you think of mukbang. That's the only word that's on my mind right now. Let us know what you think of Bridgerton and or Fate, the Winx Saga. What'd you guys think? You can also call in 706-200-1213.
I'm kind of excited about this one.
Yeah, I'm interested to see where it goes.
I just really liked The Magicians, and it seems like that.
Seems very magician-y.
Yeah.
Cool.
The Magicians was great.
Well,
I loved The Magicians.
Let's hope it doesn't completely...
If it does suck, it was your choice completely. I had nothing to do with it. So
if you're gonna cough, could you leave the room? Ugh. All right. Thank you, everybody.
Have a lovely day.
So, Kristie, how was your last episode of Road Soda? Was it good?
Yep.
Do you nice farewell?
Yeah.
To the Road Soda. You never have to deal with the awful news again. Ever. You don't have to do it. Well, honestly, let's not cut you too soon, because maybe these other people like Morgan and Wayne, I don't know if they're gonna pan out. We gotta wait. So if you can at least do the next couple episodes, that would be great. And then when we finally have somebody,
are you gonna tell anybody you're joking?
Babe, this is Road Soda. Road Soda is serious as shit. Okay? There's no... Why would the fuck would Road Soda, with a place where you get your you get your Netflix reviews and your news that you just like, true fucking news. Why would we ever do that? Why would we? You think we would just go on the air as a podcast and tell lies?
So what'd you learn, Isaiah?
I learned that maybe I should read just a couple sentences of some articles before I start in with some jokes about how we grope people here at Road Soda, which we do. That's part of our... So Morgan and Wayne, just let you know, if you're wearing clothes and you're groped, that's not sexual assault at Road Soda, okay? Second, I should read a little because they were talking about a 12-year-old and that's really fucked up. What'd you learn?
Not shit.
Didn't learn shit? Well, that's not new. It's all because your woman thoughts, you know, and you get confused easy. That's why you're not allowed to read books, and don't let you watch a lot of TV because it makes you confused. So that's why we do that. Are you sure you didn't learn anything? You didn't learn that there's a man in Japan that you can pay just to do nothing?
Yeah.
It's pretty interesting, right? Did you learn that?
Yep.
Did you learn that if we should become TSA workers?
I learned that the only person allowed to freak out is you.
Freak out?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I don't understand what you mean. You know who's not being fired? If everyone's listening to the end of this? Ozzy. Everyone, so Ozzy stays, you go. Even though he eats.
Ozzy stays, you go.
Even though he ate 3 of my headphones.
I've ate your ass 3 times.
She's never touched her ass. She's never touched my ass with her mouth, and she's telling lies. And I would not lie about that. I would say that out loud. Anyway, all I'm trying to really get out here.
Everybody go to bed early.
Nice, babe. For once. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for listening. If you want to, once you write into the show, tell us what you think of some of those people. I know I'm putting this at the end, but you're always welcome to write in about anything. roadsodamail@gmail.com.
I didn't really
let us
want to
know.
cut you off.
Well, no, I want to close. I like keeping the little wrap up at the end. I like
Bye.
keeping it short. Everybody, please be sure to check out Fate, the Winx Saga. Again, roadsodamail@gmail.com.
Yep.
Call in.
Yep.
Hey, I have an idea. Do you guys want to be the new host? You can call in 706-200-1213.
Will you tell everyone why you're firing me again?
Because of her period. That's it. Because she gets emotional. She's a woman.
Oh my god. Goodbye.
Thank you for everybody.
Yep.
Thank you everyone for listening. Thank you, Kristie.
Goodbye forever.
Almost. Like I said, we got to keep you on a couple episodes. Everybody, thank you. Be sure to go to bed early.
Go fuck yourself.
Whoa, Kristie, come on. Could you be a sport for once? Maybe you could turn this whole thing around, huh? How about everybody goes to bed early?